Sunday, October 19th, 2025, 9:30 a.m. Four people arrive at the Louvre Museum in Paris, but not through the main entrance. They climb a staircase at the back of a truck up to a second-floor window. 7 minutes later, 8 royal jewel pieces are gone.
It's the biggest heist since the Mona Lisa was stolen 114 years ago. Gone in 7 minutes, all in broad daylight.
And the craziest part of all, the museum was full of people at the time.
2 men ride in a truck, wearing high-visibility vests, the kind construction workers wear. 2 others follow them on Yamaha and Mack scooters, built for highway riding. They pull up to a part of the museum where renovation work is being done. A gray Mitsubishi box truck parks along the riverbank. This truck has a staircase, just like the ones used to move furniture through apartment windows. The staircase extends up to a second-floor balcony. Around the truck, they place construction cones, so that anyone watching will think it's just a repair site. At 9:31, the criminals cut through the window frame. Immediately, the alarm goes off. 2 men break in and enter the Apollo Gallery. Inside, they head straight for 2 display cases. They use rotary cutters to smash the glass. At that moment, 5 museum employees are inside or near the gallery. When the robbery happens, they follow protocol, contact the police, ensure the safety of visitors, and do not engage. The criminals threaten the guards with their power tools, but they are not armed. At 9:34, they take 8 jewelry pieces. At 9:35, they climb back down to the truck and try to set it on fire, but a museum employee stops them. At 9:37, they disappear into Paris on their scooters. The entire operation lasts 7 minutes. On that Sunday morning, about 30,000 people are already inside the museum. The Louvre closes and stays closed for the rest of the day. While investigators secure the crime scene, police find a damaged crown that was dropped by the thieves during the escape. But why did they target this gallery? The Apollo Gallery was built in 1661. A fire destroyed the original gallery earlier that same year. King Louis XIV commissioned architect Louis Laveau to rebuild it. Artist Charles Lebrun designed the decorations, gold leaf trim, paintings, and sculptures. The theme was the movement of the sun through time and space. This gallery became the model for the Hall of Mirrors at the Palace of Versailles. Construction took nearly 2 centuries. The room was only finished in 1851. Since 1887, it has housed the remaining pieces of the French royal jewels. From the entire collection, only 27 items were kept, and they are now displayed in the Apollo Gallery. The funny thing is, the Mona Lisa sits behind bulletproof, climate-controlled glass, while the royal jewels sit behind standard museum glass. But there's one fascinating detail about this heist. The criminals left behind the Regent diamond, 145 carats, worth about 48 million pounds, roughly $60 million. It sits in the same gallery as the rest of the collection, the most valuable item in the room. And yes, they left a $60 million diamond. Officially, no explanation has been given, but there are a few theories. One theory says the diamond is cursed. A long history of misfortune has followed almost every one of its owners. The second theory is less crazy and painfully simple. The diamond is incredibly hard to sell. Because of its unique size, cut, and worldwide fame, selling it on the black market without raising suspicion is nearly impossible. A third theory, some believe the thieves had a specific order for certain jewelry pieces, and the Regent wasn't on the list. President Emmanuel Macron stated that the theft is an attack on France's cultural heritage, which the country has carefully preserved as part of its history. After the robbery, the team split into 2 groups, each heading in a different direction, likely toward the nearest highway. The gray Mitsubishi box truck was left behind. Police began collecting evidence. At the crime scene, they found 2 angle grinders, 1 gas torch, gasoline canisters, gloves, a walkie-talkie, a blanket, and the damaged crown. Nearby, a yellow reflective vest was found, apparently lost during the escape.
The vulnerability wasn't the alarm system. The alarm worked. The vulnerability was the construction zone. Renovation work was underway. On the facade facing the crime scene, a truck with a mechanical lift was parked, equipment that construction crews use every day. The criminals wore reflective vests. They set up construction cones for everyone passing by. They looked like workers. The museum opened at 9 a.m. The robbery happened at 9:30. as the museum was filling with visitors. 5 guards were in or near the gallery. They did not intervene because the criminals used power tools, and the priority was visitor safety. The number of guards and their response speed were not enough to stop the escape. In June 2025, Louvre employees went on strike. They protested overcrowding and chronic staff shortages. Over the previous 15 years, 200 staff positions had been cut. The museum's total staff is about 2,000 people. Construction zones, delivery routes, and visitor flows create pressure points where security is weak. That Sunday morning, 30,000 visitors were on site. President Macron reacted. "Within a few hours, we will recover the artwork, and those responsible will be brought to justice." The Paris prosecutor confirmed that 4 people were involved. They were unarmed but threatened guards with tools. The investigation has not ruled out foreign involvement. The stolen items are worth millions of dollars. The crown alone, the one the thieves dropped, is worth tens of millions of euros, and it's not even the most valuable piece. Ideally, the criminals should realize the gravity of what they've done and return the items. But since the jewels are completely unsaleable, the criminals will try to hide what they did. They will break the jewels apart, cut the stones, and conceal their origin as much as possible. Police have very little time to find the thieves and recover the items before the precious metals are melted down. But 2 questions remain unanswered. First, how did a professional team scout this location without being detected? The precision of their actions points to careful reconnaissance. Someone mapped out the guard shifts, identified blind spots, noted the construction zones, weak points, and visitor flow timing. And second, why didn't they take the Regent diamond, the most valuable item in the room, in the same gallery? At that moment, they had time to break 2 display cases. Why not a third? Clearly, professional thieves don't steal royal jewels just to melt them down. They steal them to negotiate. If France wants these items back, someone will demand payment. And that's when we'll find out who really planned this operation.